If
I
there's
think it's gonna change now.
I will be kicked off this podcast if we are not all in agreement. And so yeah, those are my thoughts.
Mitch Durrell in here instead of Prodigal, then you'll know why.
Ain't a big shot unless we talking about.
Watch out, Josh ain't going for the switch. I just wanna fire for a miss. Keep your eyes stayed on me for the blessing. Treasure up in the heavens, we snatch it. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. All that power in the keys, yeah, but I really wanna use that.
So what is up? We are those indie geeks. How you guys doing? My name is Q.
I'm just raised.
It's your boy Prodigal.
And guess what? Guess what question I got for you guys? Are your fingernails clean? That's look at just Ray's finger.
That's just creepy.
That's the question. That's the question.
Four.
Nah. I've genuinely wondered about whether or not the Thing goes to a normal bathroom. Do you think he does? They never really explained
it. I mean, I just assumed he would go to the handicap stall. Brother, why? You need the space.
But wait, what does he? Wait, one question is like, does he do his business? Like, does his business come out normal?
I've never
ever been explained in the comics.
Can you look it up?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Okay, I don't even know how to phrase this question. Hold on.
Prodigal's our man in a chair right now. Does the comic book character The Thing use the bathroom normally? Or does it come out as pebbles? Because that would be wild.
Oh, okay, no, it says apparently there's like the 616 in the Ultimate Universe, he does use a restroom and he can do his business normally.
How in the
world?
I'm pretty sure for like number 2 he might need like a support device or something. But for number 1, you know what I'm saying?
A support device.
Well, a support device. Okay, because the dimensions of the Thing. This is a wild way to segue into the fact that we did see the Fantastic Four movie, and we're gonna talk about it today. But how does he reach around like the dimensions? They don't
I would just assume he walks around with like a portable bidet, because I don't see how you reach it.
Maybe Reed made his costume.
Oh, I thought
you know what?
Able to do something.
Yeah, we can chalk it up to Reed. Reed can create anything. So let's go with that. Yeah.
People. Okay. The movie was fantastic. I'll be the first one to say that the movie was fantastic, because let's get that out of the way. Because that's the pun that everybody's trying to not do. But the movie was indeed incredible.
Was that another pun?
I mean, depending on how you see it, maybe someone's cousin will be on the team someday, and we will talk about that too. But the movie was
many random people.
For me, I guess we'll just start right off, because we haven't posted our scores on the movie yet. But for me, I put in the chat that my score for the movie was a 9.5, and I really enjoyed it. Everybody's talking about this movie like it just gave new life to Marvel. I don't know who wants to start off, but what are your thoughts? Because we all saw it. What are we getting at? What are we thinking?
I have a lot to say, so I'll let Prodigal go first.
Yeah, I try to summarize as much as I can. I think it was. I don't think the movie was fantastic. I think it was great. So like it was yeah.
No, it was came through the phone on that one.
Hey me. I almost said what through the phone? Anyway, no, I think first of all, watching this movie, I don't know if you guys watched it in IMAX. I think just Rich, you watched it normal or IMAX. Both of y'all normal, yeah. I watched it in IMAX. That's a must. Like, I mean, I feel like you guys should go back and like just watch it in IMAX.
I think we are gonna see it in IMAX. Me and my friends.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I feel like that's part of the experience, and I don't know how they're gonna. I know Disney Plus has like things to kind of keep that IMAX kind of viewing intact when it comes on the streaming platform. So that
We
should be
missed
fun.
like half of Galactus's head,
Yeah,
right? Because
because
he,
yeah, I think well, let's start off with Galactus, right? Galactus, I think just like that first reveal in the whole in his ship in Tatu was just like, bro, what the heck? Like
the way they were
insane.
looking at this man,
Yeah.
they said, "Well,
They genuinely seemed very minuscule, and I'm just like, that's so there's only one other moment where I felt kind of, and this is like on another level, but the first time that Marvel did something like that was with Eternals, when Arishem the Judge came to Earth, right?
yeah."
And like he took all he took
scary.
the Eternals up into space, and the post credit scene.
I like that thing.
Oh, it was fire. It was
Yeah.
just like terrifying when you think that
Right.
there's something
Yeah.
out there that's that big.
That huge, right? Exactly. And so, but yeah, seeing Galactus, I mean, I think like especially in that first reveal, I was just like, yo, like this is they did it, like this is what we've been waiting for, and like that monstrosity of a cloud in Rise of the Silver Surfer is basically wiped from our brains now. I mean, well, here's the thing, we won't forgive or we won't forget. Never mind. We're not going to forget it. Okay, that was a disservice. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. We're not
The
going to
best
forget.
thing about that movie was the Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
Everything
we're not going
else
to
was
forgive
terrible.
or we're not going to
No,
forget.
the
So
best thing about those movies was Jessica Alba. Let us not forget.
No, she was the best thing in the first one. She didn't do much in the second one.
Nah, she didn't do. She didn't do much.
So
That's true.
yeah, so Galactus I think was a standout. I think when he came onto Earth, and it's funny. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but like when he looked at Statue of Liberty when he finally came to Earth, I thought he was trying to rizz her up for a second.
Look, I thought he was gonna just straight up be
Wow.
all like, "Bow."
I thought he was going to do that too.
I legit just he saw the Statue of Liberty, and then he did like a small smile. He did a small smile. I'm just like, is bro aura forming right now? That's crazy.
When
Like
he
bro,
picked
just like.
up, when he picked up the piece of like the plot of land, basically the acre of land, he was just all like,
He's smelling it, like figuring out like what. That was
like
cool.
he was tasting wine or something. Like he was
That's
making
actually pretty
sure.
cool. Yeah,
That was
seeing still the
weird.
humanity in whoever it was before he became Galactus, right? And all that. And so I think Galactus was done well. Here's the thing. I'm maintaining that. I think after that initial reveal in his ship and all of that, when he came to Earth, I feel like I don't know, some of the aura was lost a little bit, just a bit.
What?
Even I don't know. I just didn't feel like he was a big threat. But he's not.
Really?
Yeah, like I just didn't feel it as was. Maybe it's because I'm like I know that the heroes are gonna beat him. All that. My only wish was, to be honest, like to not kill Galactus. I would say that like don't
Well,
kill
you
Galactus.
can't kill Galactus.
Yeah, and you can't.
Like,
Right, exactly.
there's
And so,
no killing Galactus.
but I
There's
think.
only delaying the inevitable. It's all you can do.
Yeah. So I mean, but just a bit. I'm not knocking it at all. I think Galactus was like. I think it was great. I think he
He
and
did
the voice
hop
was
off
great.
the ship
Ralph-
like Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like a little person.
When he
hopping
hopped
out
off
at
the
you.
ship,
Yep.
he said,
Yeah. Ralph Innocent. I don't know how to say his name. Great, did
Rhino
great,
Buff.
fantastic. Yeah, for sure. Fantastic. And so so that was Galactus. The dynamics between the Fantastic Four were really good. They did feel like a family, and that's amazing to see. Like they actually felt like, one knock that I always had with the original, the first two movies is that Johnny always felt like a big bully towards Ben, and it didn't seem like they really liked each other. Now I know there's a twist in the story where I think Ben had something to do with Johnny not advancing and not promoting or something like that. I know there's some conflict going on before they changed and all that. So that's why they don't like each other as much. But in this one, they actually felt like family. They pick on each other, but they still have love for each other. And I think that's really felt. Johnny, really, honestly, the MVP of this movie. I believe. I think he was funny. I think he was charismatic. The playboys or the flirtatious side, they did it without being overt with it. You know what I'm saying? There was a good balance of that. I think the other MVP would be Sue Storm as well. because of like what she did in the last act and
I'll wait, but
yeah,
dang.
but I think those are the two characters that really stood out to me, and I really liked it. I wish the thing had more, things to do. I think, but I think it was. I think they served a purpose with that character. I
Who
really.
this man?
What? Honestly, I want to see more of the thing. That's it.
Nah, you chose the pun of the year. At
Anyway,
least we got both of them out of the way.
So yeah, but I think dynamics wise, I think Fantastic Four really worked well. One of my biggest issues and why do we give scores? I guess Q, you gave your rating already, right? I think in the chat I gave it an 8 for the movie, but with the mid credit scene I gave it an 8.5 or a 9. It's up to because the mid credit scene, obviously spoilers. Yeah, this is all spoilers. Doom coming in, just not even showing his face, but like actually just being there, like his presence. I was just like, "Yo, this is it." Like,
number one, who's
I am
this
ready.
man? How he get into the house?
Right.
Why you wearing a hood, bro? Why you letting him see your bare face, my guy?
And Franklin. Oh, by the way, like Franklin and all that. Like that was a good introduction to Franklin, and I can't wait to see what they do with him. I mean, obviously we had a time jump at the mid-credit scene, and by Doomsday it's going to be, that same age. But so I think that's good. I think the main reason why I gave Fantastic Four an 8 compared to like Superman, which I gave like an 8.5 or a 9 off the rip, the pacing and the editing of it was kind of jarring to me. I just did not like the way that it was edited. Like the pacing of it, because of those editing, it just felt weird. Like at points. And it's further proven because I was just like, am I the only one? And people have been saying, no, there's been about 30 minutes of the movie cut out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one out of us that thinks that the pacing was
I think
good.
the pacing was really weird to me. I don't know why. Like even in the movie, like while watching the movie, I was just like, this feels a little weird. And I was just, and then later on, I found out, they did go through a couple of cuts. They cut out one of the, and
every
so
movie does though.
It does, but at the same time, it just felt interesting to watch, and not in a great way. But yeah, those are my thoughts. So that's why I give it an 8 with a mid-credit scene, 8.5, 9. I can push it. But I still liked it. It's still an enjoyable watch. I feel like I can go back and watch it again. I actually kind of want to. Just
don't try to clean it up. Don't try to clean it up.
No, I'm not cleaning it up. I'm just saying, like I do. But no, I know.
Just say it now. Stand
I still want to go watch it back just in case, like I missed something. I don't think the rating is going to change. It rarely does on a second watch, but
I think it's going to change.
Well, we'll see. I'll give. I'm on the next episode. Maybe if I watch it by then, I'll give an updated score. If it
I think it's gonna change. No,
I will be kicked off this podcast, and we're not all in agreement. And so yeah, those are my thoughts.
Mitch Terrell in here instead of Prodigal, then you'll know why.
I genuinely did like the movie. I enjoyed the movie, and I'll probably watch it again. And yeah, that's it. That's all my. That's all.
The funniest thing about your take is you are advocating for us to watch it in IMAX, and your rating is lower than ours, and we saw it lower.
Well, yeah, but that's not because of the thing. I just mainly the reason for IMAX is because of Galactus. Mainly, that's the only reason why I would say watch it in IMAX.
You sounded like that one dude, that Evan dude on TikTok, where he's just all like, watch it in IMAX. Your score's lower than ours.
I was just saying, I think the only reason why you would watch it in IMAX is because of Galactus.
On TikTok. I love it, dude.
So for me,
hold on, because you got a way you're a long-winded, my brother. No offense, but I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you first.
Just race that. I just got interrupted. That's crazy.
What is up with your fingers?
Till you do right by me.
No one do. Hey man, I don't know what's up with those monster fingers, but look, my rating is a 9.5. I'll just quickly kind of go through what I like. What I liked about it is that I feel like for once, out of all the iterations that we've had of Fantastic Four throughout the movie life of the Fantastic Four, it's the correct depiction of all of them. I think everybody nailed every single character like the way that they should have been nailed. Even though they kind of changed Johnny's character a little bit, It fit.
Just a
It
tad.
actually reminded me more of the late '90s cartoon when I
Mm.
was a child, and it it gave me like more of the vibe that you want from a Fantastic Four, is just like the family aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really appreciate the way that they depicted their abilities. They gave us a little bit of they gave us a little bit more. They allowed them to do certain things. There was a couple of things like I agree. I wish the thing was in it more, doing more things. We saw him pulling ships, diving out of the Fantasticar, um, breaking beams and buildings, picking up cars, but there was no brawling scene. That was like
Yeah.
Mm.
usually in the cartoons or in the usually when you see the Fantastic Four in any form of media, the thing's brawling with somebody. Like somebody's got to catch these hands. And obviously, he wasn't going to do it with Galactus because, because Galactus was too big. But still, in the comic books, he was still like, "Let me just give him one of these," and and they proceed to do that. Like there was no shot where Reed made himself into a slingshot and Ben hit him with the fastball special, which they stole uh, from Wolverine and Galactus. But
Facts.
but still, I wish there was more of that. I wish there was more of Reed doing everyday things with his stretchiness because that's usually how he
Mm.
is.
Hmm.
They just needed just a little bit more of that because he did it in the movie, but it wasn't like,
It
you
wasn't
know,
like emphasized like
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, because he's way more. He acts like I get it because of how they characterize him in the movie about being really like reserved and ashamed about like basically getting everybody into the mess. He puts it all on himself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I thought that was an
obviously
important
he
scene.
oh that was
Yeah.
awesome. It was the best because it just showed like how Reed is and how he feels about the situation. But maybe it's like they're still pretty early on. Maybe because this is a 4 year jump, the next time we see him, he's going to be doing more stuff. I like all of them. Sue killed it for me because I was just all like, look, ma'am, that's Sue Storm. I don't know what
Yeah.
they
Hmm.
were doing in the other movies, but
Jessica Alba
that's Sue Storm.
was just like eye candy at certain points, and it's just like
Well, that's
She
the
was the
only
eye
reason they
candy
got
and then kind of like a damsel in distress.
yeah,
that was like 2000s propaganda at that point because
yeah.
that's what like they just put her in there because they knew like a bunch of young dudes were oh my god
Jessica Alba,
Jessica Alba
woo. Yeah.
Jessica Alba she's blonde now so I mean that's what I thought when you
Yeah,
know
me too. I didn't.
I
Yeah.
was like freaking 12, 13. But look, she owned it. The way that she used her powers, the way that they displayed her powers for the first time was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's how it looks. That's how it would look in real life. The only thing they missed with her, and I hate to be so nitpicky, but I am a geek, as we are geek. Um, she wasn't flying around on her little invisible discus. You know how she always does that in like the
Mm.
comics or the cartoons. Like that's the one thing that they didn't have her do, or make a giant invisible orb and just fly around with everybody. Like
True.
that, she can do that, but they were awesome. Johnny's powers, the detail that they went into to where he can like they've been doing it so long now, he can control the flame in different parts of his body.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
he wasn't as intimidating to the kid. He, you know, like they still let you know, like, oh, well, even though this kid is getting carried, not burning alive.
Right.
And he didn't want his face to be all lit up so the kid would be like, oh god.
Yeah.
Like um they had a they had a they had a Human Torch Easter egg in there, like the original Human Torch Easter egg in there. And I forget exactly where it is. I'm gonna have to see it again in order to pinpoint where it is, and maybe I'll say it next show. But um, everything with the cast was good. Galactus, that's my Galactus. just a terrifying man in a chair. Like, what are we doing, bro? He literally gave those vibes. Like, how are you gonna play everybody and try to be oh yeah, I'm this benevolent. I'll give you the opportunity to. Oh, okay, no, you'll die then. That's what that's the energy I'm on.
Yeah.
And the way that Shia LaBeouf was just like, look, you shouldn't have came. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You got all the way here. When she
You
came
done
onto the
messed up.
ship,
You
she was
messed
all
up.
like, this is impressive. You got all the way here. You shouldn't have came.
That was a cool shot of her entering the ship, like through, like she just phased through it. Basically, I was like, oh, that's dope. That's fire.
Like, okay, because we've seen Silver Surfer and the other movies have that power before,
Yeah,
but it's just like the way that they decided to do it,
it was cool.
like is effortless. It didn't even
Hmm.
make like a sound or a wave or whatever.
Yeah,
It just I just love all the creative choices that they took with this, and I love the fact that we got that for the first like what 15 minutes of the movie, they were just showing off their powers and everything like that. The last thing that's nitpicky for me is the fact that there was no like the second act was kind of like okay, there was none of that. Like there was no we have to use our powers for something or we have to like other than running from Galactus, I guess, uh and fighting those or fighting Shadow Ball. But uh, other than that, I don't have too many nitpicks. I think that this I gave it 9.5 because I think that it is the best entry so far to the MCU movie wise, and they needed it for a while. They needed stuff. They needed this, and for whatever reason, people didn't see Thunderbolts. They needed that too. They
yeah.
needed these two sides of the spectrum because that's what the MCU is. And I love the last point. I love the fact that they made it contained. Like
Hmm.
I expected everything to like connect back to where we're going with Doomsday. They other than Doom showing up at the end, which again, this man is in my house. How I almost said the wrong thing. Uh, how are you in the house? What are you doing around my boy? What are you doing? So other than that, and that connective thing, they made it like they didn't make it to where they had to sacrifice the planet. Even though I don't believe that speech would have worked on normal people that
Oh,
Sue
for sure
gave.
it wouldn't have. It wouldn't.
I
It
will
wouldn't.
not sacrifice the earth for my child, but I will
Yeah, to
not
snatch that baby right out her hands.
sacrifice the
My
baby for my.
goodness.
Yeah, I was all like, they would knock you out. Like the thing would have to punch so many people. Um, but I love that, and I love the rock beard, but uh,
Facts.
also it was funny that I thought it was kind of stupid that they made Bates clobbering time like a
The
joke,
whole
like oh
thing.
I don't really say that. I'm just like dude, just let him say it. Let him be corny. It's the 1960s.
I
Yeah.
thought
Like
that was
let
I
him do
thought
his
that was
thing.
a funny, corny build up, but it worked. I felt like towards the end. But yeah, it was definitely
Give us
corny.
your analysis, man. What do you think?
So for me, uh, I gave it a 9 out of 10. It might go up on the second watch. I don't know. I feel like this movie, just like you said, Q, is the best adaptation we've gotten of a live action Fantastic Four. The character work was super dope. They actually felt like a family. Uh, Franklin was cool. Like Herbie was dope. Shout out to Herbie.
Oh yeah,
That's
Herbie.
one
Yeah, I
of
forgot
my
about him. Yeah,
MVPs of the film. Herbie
that's funny.
Herbie
Herbie
was
was
out here trying
legit.
to swoon the baby.
Hmm.
Facts. And he saved them in space, Loki. Uh,
For sure.
helping them get their stuff together. It was so many points in this film. Like to me, you have to put this up there as like one of the top origin films in the MCU.
That's
Like
fair.
with Iron Man, with Guardians of the Galaxy, with Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Like I feel like it goes right in
So
line
you,
with those.
real quick question for you. You consider this their kind of origin? I mean, because they weren't
In the MCU, yeah.
operating. Yeah, they weren't operating off a normal and like.
Yeah, you don't have to operate off of normal origins for it to be an origin film.
I mean, okay, like I would call it more of an introductory film,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
like
what would
I
you even
get it.
call Black Panther? I mean, because he had already been operating as Black Panther in Civil
That's
War.
what I'm saying. Like you
So,
don't, but you get like the beginning of the story. So I get why you're calling it an origin story, but
mhm.
they just chose to not do it the normal way, which is what
Yeah.
Marvel does. But that
Yeah.
was just my question because I figured like everybody just felt like it was just an introductory film and less of an origin film. Origin from when we see them, sure.
Oh, that's why I call it an origin film because it's the
Mm.
first time we're seeing them on film. So to me, it's like in their own movie, not as a cameo somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Not
it's
them
different when you
actually
show
going up to space and getting the rays and then
right,
figuring
right, right.
everything. Yeah.
And I love how they did their origin, like as a
Mhm.
montage for the TV show that they were about to show up on. Like
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was
cool,
clever as heck.
Yep.
facts.
That was cool.
We don't really need to see this whole thing happen again. Like it's cool to just
Then
see
turn
it
it into
passing
a
by.
rock.
Yeah, like him smashing through the ship. Yeah, that was cool.
Right.
Go to the bathroom. No.
Right. Like I love how we picked up. That's
We
one
can just do
thing I
that. We
feel
can
like-
just do that for the thing solo movie. You know.
Anyway, I feel like Superman and Fantastic Four did a great job of like creating a viewpoint of where this world has already existed and we're being introduced to it as well as these characters for the first time. So it's just like we're getting it's like as a viewer we're getting insight into this world instead of just being introduced to this character being introduced to this world for the first time. It's like we're getting to see this fully functioning world already
Which is
fully
basically
functioning.
what they did with Superman, right? They just
Yep.
dropped
Right.
us in the
That's
middle
what-
of
that's what I
everything
said.
and like
Yeah.
this is yeah,
I
they like
felt like they both did a good job of doing that.
well excuse
they
me,
both
I
set
get
that up
my
good.
sleep, Mr. Man. But nah, like I think that that was probably the best course of action for sure.
For sure.
But especially in the MCU where everything we know all of everything of what's going on already for the
Mhm.
most part in the MCU, so it feels a little bit different than the fact that like we're just getting introduced to the movie world of the DCU
Mhm.
as opposed to like well we have 20 years of experience with the MCU.
Right.
Like we
Right.
already know what's going on, but we go to a different dimension where stuff has already been happening. The brown monster, mole man,
Right.
the apes or
Red
whatever.
Ghost, all that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the fact that they didn't like overly try to outdo their like powers and have a bunch of like fighting montages or scenes and stuff like that. Like I like the fact that this movie was a lot of character work. Like it just felt good establishing their familial ties and just the whole
I
it was
just
like really
needed
focused on them.
I just
I
needed
enjoyed that.
one more little like
The
one and
reason
a
why
half minute.
I didn't see a problem with it is because I'm like, this is their first steps. Like, let's get to know them. Like,
But it's
cool,
but it's
they got
not.
powers.
They
Cool,
they
we
literally
can do
said
that, but let's get to
they
know them.
they literally described it as this is the movie is supposed to be about Franklin's first steps, not
Right, but we're not gonna care
not
about Franklin
them.
for real until we get to know them.
What do you
So
mean?
I
He
appreciated
was
that
like
we
the
got to
focal
know
point
them.
of the movie.
No, he was the focal point of the movie, but the character work that they put in was what made us care about who Franklin was for real.
I
For
said,
those who
don't you
didn't
not
know who
love that
Franklin
baby?
was. Huh?
I said, don't you not love that baby? That's Franklin. That's
No,
Franklin.
for
Richard.
sure. I know who Franklin is. But for people who don't know who Franklin is, you just pop up with a baby and it's supposed to be Fantastic Four. Like, who the baby? Like, don't
Fantastic
anybody
Four.
gonna really care about that
Yo.
unless you build that up.
You remember the scene where they were all like, when they were about to go on the talk show and somebody had a little baby
Yeah,
outfit with
Fantastic
the pride,
Five.
and they were all like,
Yep.
that'll
Nah.
be
No.
like,
That's a no, good sir. Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was just like, if it was just the parent in me that was just like, yeah, no, what are you?
No,
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
Immediately,
We're not
no.
doing that at all. Y'all were just willing to sacrifice my child, and now you want me to put him on
Yeah,
display
you
for
want
y'all?
Right,
to
exactly.
me.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that. First,
Yeah, no way.
So, as far as the character work with the four, loved it. Shala freaking Ball is another MVP for me for this film, because I love how they made her unique and different than 2007 Silver Surfer, and like even down to her fighting style was different. Like every time she came in on screen and every time she left on the screen, it was the same little quick spin. She's out of there, and every time she came in on screen, she came in surfboard first,
I thought that was hilarious.
knocking everybody out.
She was all like, "Look, I'm here to tell you about yourself, and my boy is about to eat your planet. Bye."
Until next time.
Trying to grab her surfboard, she turned around. Go die with your own. Bye.
It's like if her hair could move, she would do the hair flip every time.
You guys know the you guys know that the Skeletor meme? Like
Yeah.
Skeletor pops up, does a punch back, and it's like, and then he runs away until next time.
Until next time.
Thanks. I
That's
love
it.
how she came in every
Yeah.
scene when she was fighting surfboard first. Like she was knocking people out like Crazy Taxi. It was
Bro.
so funny to me.
even when she was basically telling Johnny like something in her native language that like I forget exactly what it was. I know what it was. It was like, wasn't it like hold your
Go
loved
die
ones
with
near?
your own.
Die with your okay.
Yeah.
Even when she was telling him that, it was essentially a nice gesture. She looked at him and said it. It was all like, "Pow! All right."
And
Bye.
yo, the space chasing.
Dude, that was so.
Phenomenal.
She
yeah.
was scared as heck because I
Phenomenal.
was like, "You're not getting away from her right now. What are you
Yeah,
doing?"
the whole black hole scene was actually really well done. I really
And
like
even
that.
the hyperspace scene, I was like, am
Yeah.
I watching Interstellar right now? Like,
Yeah.
what is
Right.
happening?
Right.
Like, this
When
is
we hit
fire.
that black hole,
You know
I
what?
was like,
That's
"Yo,
one more reason to watch it in IMAX. That black hole scene was beautiful.
That joint was crazy. He
Yeah.
was like,
no."
and the
that was
fact,
good.
I love how they showcased each and every member of the Fours, like intelligence and their usefulness to the team outside of their powers. Like, nah, these people were smart. They are engineers. Like,
Well,
they do
they're
this.
scientists.
Right, like they do all of them. Like, you know, normally Johnny's like a little meathead that they always just kind of throw to the women, but it's just like, nah, he played a part too. He helped, Thing helped, Sue helped, Reed helped. I love Reed and Sue's dialogue a lot. I love the fact that Reed was over here doing like 3 different things while she was about to give birth to Franklin, trying to make sure she was good, trying to calculate how to get the Silver Surfer to get stuck in a black hole
Can we
while
not-
trying to hold down some stuff.
Here's the thing too. Like he was doing all that stuff at once. Him and Sue were killing it because like Sue is sitting there going into labor, having to hide the entire ship after a contraction. And the way that Reed said it, like, "Oh, it's light work for you. Like you got
Facts.
it after the next contraction, you got it." The whole ship.
Facts.
I was like, what is happening right now? But it's cool because like you get to actually see the Fantastic Four work as a team. Like
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
the Fantastic Four.
Even the subtle character moments of Pedro Pascal as Reed, him talking to Ben, and just like, man, I should have known. Like I should have known. I should have been able to fix it. Him talking to Sue, he's just like, I don't want to think like this, but I'm so analytical. I have to think of every solution to make sure that.
That
bro,
argument
you
was
are
really
cooking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was real. That was real because I feel like a lot of dudes think that way.
I don't want this to be a solution, but I gotta think of the worst possible scenario.
But
Like,
dude,
this is how I'm wired.
when she told him like, yeah, I know. She's like, I know you. You were really thinking that. I was just like, like we all knew like Reed was definitely thinking
Reed was
that, but
definitely
it
thinking
was
about
just
it.
Oh my goodness! Like he really was because he
Like, I
had
wasn't gonna
to
do it, but
exactly. Like
I
I
had to
wasn't
think it
really
through.
gonna give him.
I really like the scene where like Reed is just talking to Franklin, right, and just like
That
saying
too.
like, you know, I hope you don't, you know, what does he say?
he said he was like, "There's something wrong with me." And
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
You don't
You don't have that.
You don't face those same issues.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yo, that's
the realest thing ever, dude.
That's bruh. Like, that's why I said the second watch, this might go up because right now I'm at a 9 out of 10. But it's so much subtle character work that was just
that was so real. That was so real. Actually wrote a song about that. That's called Young Bucks. It's out now on all platforms. Cross production.
Pew, 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 pew. What are sound effects, bro?
Facts though, and it's about. One thing that was funny to me was when they came back and they was like, "How'd you guys defeat the Galactus?" Everybody turned around like,
when they looked at each other,
we didn't. It's like, wait, what?
We got a baby. We got a baby.
Where the reporters were like,
I don't know if we're good.
What you mean?
He said we could either. I was like, Reed, please don't do this. He said we can either offer our child or the planet gets destroyed. It's just like,
bro was like not media trained. No. Bro was not media trained for that moment.
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Right. We didn't. Yeah. We didn't at all. We actually lost pretty bad.
I would have walked away after that. It was like, we didn't stop it. Good day. I'm not about to give you information on what really happened.
Like Shia we didn't. Bow.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time. I swear, bro. Remember, because it was crazy too, because the subtlety of that scene was hilarious. Because, and this, I love, like, not to horn in or anything, but like, I just love how they put Thing in the scenes, and he just felt like he should be there. It didn't just feel like a random CGI creature just walking around. Yeah. He actually felt like a person in the scene. Right. And like when he was like, Reed, like when they were at the press, he was like trying to be like, yo, don't do that. Come on, Reed. Yeah. And he did it anyway. I was just like,
he was like, why would you say that? You know they go riot. You know they gonna get bad.
Yeah. Johnny gave it away too.
Of course we said no. What do you mean you said no? Now we're all gonna die because of your baby? Like, get the baby.
Johnny looking worried didn't help nobody either. Johnny looking worried was the funniest crap. He said,
this is like everybody. It's like watching. It's like watching somebody fall down the steps, but you can't reach him to save him. It was just
That's crazy.
He passed out because he was spending too much time trying to save on Shia. He had wasted all of his. He wasted all of his fire oxygen.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to talk to the girls, man.
That was man. Them meeting Galactus was fire, and I feel like a lot of people who saw the movie don't really have the insight of the lore of Fantastic Four, like with Galactus and stuff like that. Like him having the ability to manipulate his size and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was just annoying. Seeing. That was annoying. Those comments like, he's not even the right size. I was like, dude.
Like, bro, he can. Clearly, he was bigger on his ship than when he got off of the ship and was on Earth. Like, you can tell based on how he scaled. First of all, we only saw his waist up when he stood up out the chair, and when he was sitting in the chair, he was already massive. Like,
he still hopped out the chair like Kevin Hart, because that was funny. The way he dove into the
that part was funny. But I'm talking about when he stood up out the chair on his ship. He was even larger there. So it's just like, bro, what are we talking about? And the fact that he was just like, oh, okay, he was like, look, I'm the MCU's biggest eater. I need to feed.
Pause.
Ain't no pause. Ain't no pause. I'm the ECU's biggest eater.
God.
You know what I mean?
I was waiting for a clip of a moment.
Galactus.
I'm hungry.
Galactus said, nom.
He was like, y'all got some more, y'all.
I get you well, I will.
He was like, y'all got some more, y'all, that can cure my hunger. So y'all can either run the baby or y'all gonna run y'all planet. And they was just like, oh, we're not giving you the planet. Then he induces labor with the power cosmic. That was crazy. That was hilarious.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, that whole space
hilarious.
scene, like when they go out to meet Galactus and the subsequent chase and all that, it was wild. Yeah. That act 2 was great.
The chase was wild because Shia LaBeouf was on them like Diddy in that one Greek movie where he's all like, "You can't run from me. I'm black." Is it too soon?
Yeah, way too soon. My God. Pause on that.
Yeah,
Yo, every time y'all say
You
Shala
can't
Ball,
run from me. I'm black.
every time y'all say Shala Ball, I'm always thinking you guys are about to say Shia LaBeouf, and I don't know why. I'm just like,
Every
why?
time
What
Shia
is-
LaBeouf comes on the screen, I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him playing Silver Surfer though. That would be actually pretty
That would
dope.
be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing him back in films for real. Like talking about.
Nah, he's
like,
too busy serving the Lord.
Yeah, he's too busy being Catholic.
Making
take
it. He said, nah, this is meaningless. Meaningless.
He should come back though. I think they're talking about like bringing the original cast back for Transformers. I've heard about
He'll
that.
do that? That's crazy.
Maybe.
Maybe. Didn't he die though?
Yeah.
Who? In the movie, Sam?
In the movie, yeah. Sam Witwicky.
Right.
Did he die?
Sam Witwicky.
I thought he died.
I never saw
Transformer
I never
Heaven.
saw the last.
I thought he died.
movie.
Yeah.
I
What's
never
it-
saw the last one.
What was the last movie?
There's too many of them at this
With him and
Transformers. Not Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon is the
Dark-
second one.
No, Dark of the Moon. What is it called?
That's a Pink Floyd song.
I know that. I'm
Album.
saying.
That's a dark
Pink
side.
Floyd. That ain't Transformers. Why you look that up?
Hold on. Revenge of the Fall. Dark of the Moon. Age of Extinction is the last one with Shia.
Age of Extinction is the last one with Shia?
Or
It's
is it
the one with
Last
Mark
Night?
Wahlberg too, right?
Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one starts right after that with The Last Night.
I thought Age of Extinction was the one with Mark Wahlberg. Maybe I'm
Oh wait,
thinking-
no. You're right. Sorry, they only had 3 movies. Dark of the Moon was the last one with Shia. My fault. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that
Anyway,
Till next time.
Until next time.
but yeah, so real quick. So I guess just Race, you said that your rating is 9, right?
Yeah.
Q 9.5. I'm at an 8.5 or a 9 with it.
See this movie, y'all.
Yeah, go watch this movie.
Wait a minute. Wait a
No, and to be fair-
minute.
And to be
What, are you not done?
Wait a minute. We're not gonna let you slide past that. You said an 8 at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, and then I said
Oh, yeah.
8.5.
By the end of the
I
episode,
was gonna let him.
you said 8.5, 9.
Be cool.
I said 8.5 and 9 with the mid-credit scene. That's what I said earlier. What?
You said 8.5 at the main credit scene. You never
I said 8.
9.
I said okay. Well,
You
that's what I mean.
never
Sorry,
said
I said it. My fault. I said it in the chat. I said in the chat that I said an 8.5/9. But I said 9. I can stretch it to a 9. I can stretch it to a 9. But
Pause.
Reed Richards. All right.
Until next time. This has been those Indiexgeekz. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time. No, man.
There is one more thing that I can nitpick about, but I'm not gonna do it because I feel like it's just a me thing. But I think that there are a couple of scenes, especially in the outs, like after the final battle and stuff. Like, Franklin just looked weird. Like the CGI.
What do you
or something.
mean?
He was a CGI baby.
Yeah, it just I know. It's just that part that I'm just like, look weird. That's it. That's the only thing I can nitpick on.
Here's the
That's
thing. At least he didn't look as weird as those babies from The Flash.
Oh my gosh.
Which babies?
The babies
From The Flash. The
Oh, like in the
babies?
movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That
like
is true.
I
I thought you were on the show. Yeah, I'm like, what babies?
He took the burrito out of the microwave and put the
Yeah,
baby
baby
in
in
that
the
looked hella
microwave.
weird. Yeah, that looked hella weird.
the
Anyway,
microwave went
but again,
off.
that's what
The
I was just
baby
like
was still alive.
nitpicking. I was like, it's a beautiful last scene, and I'm just like, okay, but it's fine. That's
But
just me. Thank
anyways,
you.
let's
One
but it just-
last thing before we end.
Yeah.
One last thing before we end.
what's
I
up?
love how they handled Galactus in the final battle. I love the fact that Sue pretty much gave her life to push this dude through the portal and send him. And even
She
that
did.
didn't work because he was still coming out of the portal till Silver Surfer came and knocked him in there for real.
Yeah.
So I
No,
I
that was
love the
dope.
fact that they were pretty much against impossible odds and they technically didn't defeat him. It was Silver Surfer that came through
Yeah.
and knocked him through.
Yeah.
So I like how they handled that. But
I feel you, man. Sue died for our sins. Here. And then she was resurrected.
Yo, I was actually gonna make a whole like comparison or like parallel to like how Jesus is supposed to be like Franklin's supposed to be like Jesus, but then again like I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna
no. They don't even frame it that way.
They did it. But the whole time during the movie was like, I want to see if they go in that direction. But
the whole time during that final scene, I was like, you know what would have been funny if they would have just walked away instead of letting the baby lay on Sue, because he was trying to.
I bet she out.
He could have been like, all right, we good.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Like, wait. I can help her.
But before we wrap, I mean, since we watched Fantastic Four and now we watched Superman, like, what are we thinking? Like, can we put this in a head-to-head and be like, is this summer like an absolute? No. Well, not in terms of comparing it. Not in terms of comparing it. I'm just. It's a very general question. Did we, as superhero fans, get a dub this summer?
I think
for sure.
Just won.
Okay.
We just won.
We just
completely.
won. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
There's no head-to-head. There's no head-to-head, and I think everybody is reaching this consensus, like in the comic book movie talkie community or whatever on YouTube. We just won.
Yeah, we won.
We just had two of the best
absolute
movies
dub
of the summer. I mean, if you count like, I don't know if you can count that Jurassic World, but
I didn't watch
at
it.
the same time, we hit dubs with these two movies, and I was gonna say, go see those movies, guys. Help us bring everything out of the superhero slump that they want to believe, that they want to propagate, that's happening. Proof. You had to use the Marvel First Family and one of the most iconic superheroes ever to make that not a thing. Like, it just so happened they had some good things. You could have ruined both of these movies.
Easily.
Facts.
Easily could have ruined Superman, easily could have ruined Fantastic Four.
We had Fan Forstic.
We had Fan Forstic. We had Rock Balls. All right. Thank you guys for watching Those Indiexgeekz. Peace out.
Until we meet again.